So now we're going to put on lipstick. And there are several different kinds of lipstick out there. This is a standard lipstick in the lipstick tube. You know, nothing special about it. The one that I have here is more like what would be, this is actually a lip stain. This is very tricky. I would not, if you're a novice, I would not start out with this, because once you get this on, it's difficult to get it off. You have to actually use a makeup remover to get it off. But it has a wand like lip gloss. Okay, and then the last one is it's more like in a squeezy tube, but it has a pointed tip. This one can be easier to put on because it does have that pointed tip, but sometimes people give it a little too much gusto and they squeeze out way too much, and then you kind of end up with a blob. So I'm going to actually show you how to do all three, but I'm going to have to take it off with the makeup remover in between. So the first one we're going to start out with is our standard lipstick tube, okay? And what we're going to do is, oftentimes people who are fully sighted, they will, you know, make their mouth into a big O and put it on. What happens if you have vision loss and you're doing that is it tends to build in the corners too much, and then you kind of end up looking like the Joker on Batman. So what you want to do is just put your mouth, your lips in a natural position, okay, and just slightly apart, maybe at best half an inch, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to put the tube with the lipstick right in the middle, okay, and I'm going to go from the middle to the corner, back to the middle, back to the corner, back to the middle, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to relocate, okay? So I'm going to go all the way around my bottom and all the way around my top. One thing that is harder for me is that my lips are crooked, and so one side, it looks like I'm smirking. So, but I'm not. If I put my lipstick just where my lips are, so I have to kind of build it up on the one side. But once you have done that, what you're going to do is you're going to take and make an O, like you're singing O, and you take your index finger and put it on one side of your mouth, okay, and your thumb on the other, O. And you go all the way around the outside, and what you're doing is you're pulling off all of that extra that is outside of the outside of your makeup. Now, if I were going to like fancy party and I wanted to make sure that my lipstick lasted, what you can do then is take a tissue and blot it, and then you can put a little face powder over the top of it, and then put your lipstick on again, okay? The very last thing you're going to do is take your index finger. You're going to put a Kleenex over the top, so it's like a stocking hat for your finger, okay? And you're going to make an O, like you're kissing. You can go O, and put that finger with the Kleenex into the center of your mouth. And what you're doing there is you are pulling off the lipstick from the inside of your lip that can get on your teeth. So when I'm going someplace fancy, like a job interview or someplace like out to dinner or whatever, and I want to make sure that my makeup is right, I will ask somebody. If nobody's around, I will FaceTime a friend or one of my sisters, because my husband is just not reliable about makeup. So that's what I do to make sure that I'm okay. So that's it for standard lipstick tubes. Okay, so next we're gonna do the squeeze, the tube that you squeeze the end. It has a pointed tip that more fits towards the contour of your lips, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing. We're going to keep our lips kind of apart, but with this one, because it is a gel, we're going to go a little closer together, okay? And I'm going to go from the middle to the outer corner, back to the middle, the outer corner, back to the middle. Then I'm going to flip it over because the spot where it comes out is on the bottom, okay? So I'm flipping it over. I'm going to go middle, corner, middle, corner, middle. Okay? Then again, I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to spread it out. Make sure I have some on my corners here, but I don't have too much where, again, you look like the Joker. So then I'm going to do my oh, like I'm singing, and I'm going to take my thumb and my index finger and go all the way around, get rid of that excess, wipe it off. And the last step is I'm going to make my hat for my finger. This one is a little, it's a wetter, more glossy. So you really want to make sure that you take off that stuff on the inside of your lip, because this will get on your teeth easily. So again, I'm going to put my tissue over the top of my finger, make it oh, and kiss it. And that will take off that extra inside stuff. So that is putting on from a squishy tube. So now we're going to put on lipstick using a wand style. Like I said, this is a lip stain, so when it goes on, it stays on. So if you're new to this, what I would recommend is rather than using the wand to put on the lipstick, I would actually take it and use your index finger. Okay, put some on your index finger and then put it on your lip. And I'm going to dip my wand back in there. And I'm going to put it on my lip again. Okay, now this stuff, because it is a lip stain, you gotta be quick about it. So you can't let it fully dry before you wipe off your edges with your index finger and the O, because you're not going to get anything then. And then you want to make sure that you put, again, the finger, the Kleenex over your finger, and you make the O and kiss it and get rid of that inside. If you have more experience with this, with the wand type, you can do just like you did with the other two forms, where you start with it in the center. So I put the wand between my lips and go from the center to the corner, to the center, to the corner, to the center. Okay? But that's only if you are really used to the product. When you first start, it's always good to try a little lighter. But again, you're not going deep into your corners because you will look like the Joker. So that is all I have. If you have any questions about putting on makeup, you can certainly give me a call or email me.
Contact Amy at abrunner, ABRUNNER @nd.gov, or call her at 701-857-7635. Thanks for watching our Golden Guides.